other part of the world and check out the weather. And this is starting with Middle East. And for Middle East, let's start with Saudi Arabia. And in Saudi Arabia today, we're looking at temperatures high up at 36 degrees centigrade. And it will remain mostly sunny. At night, it will be mostly clear. Temperatures are expected to drop down to 32 degrees centigrade. To the United Arab Emirates, it's mostly cloudy. High temperatures of 42 degrees centigrade is expected. And the heat index is pegged at 47 degrees centigrade. At night, at Abu Dhabi, it's partly cloudy. Temperatures will drop down to 31 degrees centigrade. To Israel, Jerusalem, it's partly cloudy during the day. High temperatures of 32 degrees centigrade is expected. And at night, it's going to remain mostly clear. We'll see temperatures drop down to 21 degrees centigrade. And then to Iran, particularly looking at Tehran, it's a sunny day. High temperatures of 35 degrees centigrade is expected. And then at night, it will be clear. Temperatures will drop down to 20 degrees centigrade at this time. And then from the Middle East, Macron calls on Lebanon to form new government. The French president is making his second visit since the devastating blast in Beirut port on the 4th of August. Lebanon, why the country is in crisis, refugees left feeling helpless. Saudi king sacks defense officials. 6 men, including 2 princes, are arrested as part of the country's latest anti-corruption drive. Historic Israeli flight arrives in the United Arab Emirates. The first direct flight marks a major step in normalizing ties between Israel and the Arab country. And United Arab Emirates implicated in lethal drone strike in Libya. BBC finds evidence that a United Arab drone killed 26 unarmed cadets in Libya's capital, Tripoli. And then a rabbi has been stabbed to death in Israeli city. Shai Ohayon, a father of 4, was attacked by a Palestinian man in Petah Tikva. This is what the police is saying. And Iran to let inspectors see suspected nuclear sites. The global watchdog has been concerned about the possible mostly cloudy. We see temperatures drop down to 27 degrees centigrade at this time. And then from there to China. In Beijing today, it's going to be sunny. High temperatures of 35 degrees centigrade is expected. Heat index is pegged at 40. All right, so for Asia, a few stories here. In India kicks off after weeks. Hong Kong embarks on mass virus testing. 500,000 people have been signed up to their dies after COVID diagnosis. Pranab Mukherjee had a long political career and also served on the boards of IMF and World Bank. And then Australian TV anchor detained in China. Cheng Li, an Australian citizen, worked as a news presenter for government-run CGTN in Beijing. And it seems the stories from that is she's been detained for something, but you can definitely find out more of this if you stick with us. Maybe in our major news, we might just have that story for you. So let's move on to Africa as we wrap up on the weather forecast. And for Africa, starting with South Africa, it's going to be a mostly cloudy day. High temperatures of 15 degrees centigrade for South Africa, Johannesburg today. And at night, it will remain mostly cloudy. Temperatures will drop down to 9 degrees centigrade. To Accra, Ghana, we'll see a mostly cloudy day. High temperatures of 27 degrees centigrade drop down to 13 degrees centigrade in the trees. Now to some African news. Guinea's Condé accepts nomination for 3rd term. You can be sure this is always happening in the African continent. President Alpha Condé changed the constitution in a referendum to allow him to stand for a 3rd term and more. So you have Guinea's Condé accepts nomination to run for 3rd term. Okay, well, I was trying to see if I can get more African stories, and unfortunately, I can't seem to access that at the moment. And because of timing, all right, good. Kenya wins 2020 BBC Komla Duma Award. Victoria Rubadiri is this year's winner of the prestigious award. Kenyan wins 2020 BBC Komla Duma Award. And tragic accident after the boat engine failed. This is in Uganda. Senegal's first female professional surfer And then Hotel Rwanda film hero arrested on terror charges. Hotel Rwanda film hero arrested on terror charges. ANC backs Ramaphosa on fighting corruption. South Africa's governing party says those charged with corruption should relinquish leadership roles. ANC backs Ramaphosa on fighting corruption. So to Nigeria, we're starting with Port Harcourt. It's a cloudy day with drizzle, high temperatures of 28 degrees centigrade, heat index of 33 degrees centigrade for Port Harcourt. We'll see a west wind that has speeds up to 17 kilometers per hour, and at night it will remain largely cloudy, and temperatures will drop down to 23 degrees centigrade. We'll see a west-southwest wind that has speeds up to 10 kilometers per hour. To Abuja, we'll see a cloudy day with drizzle. High temperatures of 23 degrees centigrade is expected today in Abuja, with a west wind that has speeds up to 12 kilometers per hour. At night, it will be cloudy. Temperatures expected to drop down to 20 degrees. Index expected 33 degrees centigrade. We'll see a west-southwest wind. This is expected to have speeds up to 21 kilometers per hour. And at night, it's going to be cloudy. High temperatures of to Ibadan, where it will be cloudy with drizzle. High temperatures of 26 degrees centigrade, and a west-southwest wind that has speeds up to 10 kilometers per hour during the day. At night, it will be cloudy. Temperatures will drop down to 21 degrees centigrade, while we'll have some light wind at night. Kano will remain mostly cloudy for the best part of today. We'll see temperatures high up to 30 degrees centigrade. The heat index is pegged at 39. We'll see a southwest wind. It has speeds up to 21 kilometers per hour, and that is maximum speeds. The lowest speeds is 13, so it fluctuates. It can't get past 21. So when you hear speeds at, I'm talking about the highest speeds it could possibly get during the day. So don't expect that all throughout the day the speeds will be at 21 or 20 or 19. It means that this is the highest. At sometimes it would drop and be far less than that. Okay, so at night in Kano to Owerri, where we'll see a cloudy day with drizzle, high temperatures of 26 degrees centigrade is expected, a heat index of 30 degrees centigrade though, and the west-southwest wind has speeds up to 11 kilometers per hour. And at night, we expect to see a cloudy night in Owerri, low temperatures of 27 degrees centigrade, and the west-southwest wind that has maximum speeds of 10 kilometers per hour. And then to Enugu, where it will be cloudy with drizzle, high temperatures of 24 degrees centigrade, and a southwest wind that has speeds up to 17 kilometers per hour. And at night, it will be cloudy, to low temperatures of 22 degrees centigrade for Enugu, and a west wind that has maximum speeds of 11 kilometers per hour. And finally, in Okrika, we'll see a cloudy day in Okrika with drizzle, high temperatures of 27 degrees centigrade, and a heat index of 29 degrees centigrade. And at night, it's going to be cloudy. We'll see temperatures drop down to 23 degrees centigrade, and a west-southwest wind, and this is expected to have maximum speeds of 11 kilometers per hour at night in Okrika. And that's our wrap up on the weather forecast. Stay tuned. We're joining the news desk for the world news.
What's happening in Port Harcourt, South Sound, Nigeria, or around the world? We've got you covered on air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Hello and good morning. This is the World News on your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Annie Abdul Salam. In the headlines, again, President Muhammadu Buhari laments protracted crisis caused by avoidable quarrels within All Progressives Congress APC. Federal government appeals to state governors not to fully reopen economy to avert a new wave of COVID-19 pandemic. Rivers State government signs pipeline contract for provision of potable water for residents of Port Harcourt and Obiakpor local government areas. And on the foreign scene, over 50 persons die due to flooding in Niger Republic. And now the details. President Muhammadu Buhari has again lamented that the ruling All Progressives Congress is often embroiled in bitter and totally unnecessary quarrels. President Buhari expressed his concern while inaugurating the Executive Legislative Party Consultative Committee of the APC at the Council Chamber of the Presidential Villa, Abuja. He regretted that the ugly development has led to the party losing governorship and legislative seats in many states.
The party has been too often embroiled in bitter and on occasions totally unnecessary squabbles costing us seats in legislative and gubernatorial elections. These never should have happened. We are here to make sure such occurrences do not happen again. We must now ensure regular consultations between the party and the governments.
The SGF boss Mustafa had in his opening remark said the committee will bring better synergy between the executive and the legislature so the President Buhari's administration can deliver on its promises to the people. Speaking after the inauguration, Senate President Lawan said both the executive and legislature will no longer tolerate appointees of the president who bring disrepute to the administration by abusing the legislature.
The consultation and, of course, the coordination involved will see a better relationship between the legislature and the executive arm of government. We have had situations which I think were extreme when the legislature and the executive never agreed on anything. We believe that the legislature and the executive don't have to agree on everything, but they must have that feeling that there is interdependence in their functions and roles.
Vice President Yemi Osibajo, the Senate President Ahmed Lawan, the Deputy Senate President Ove Omoagege, and Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Bajabiamila were in attendance at the ceremony. In another development, the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 has warned states planning to fully reopen schools to be guided. The PTF chairman and secretary to the Government of Federation, Boss Mustafa, while addressing newsmen, warned states to learn from the experiences of countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, and France. Mustafa said the PTF was not against the preparations for the full reopening of schools in the country, appealed for caution to help the country avoid another wave of the virus.
And we're just waiting for this thing to get over. But you see, as we await the arrival of vaccines, we have something that we can do to dampen the ravaging effect of COVID-19. And the only weapon that we have in our hands is to adhere to the non-pharmaceutical measures that have been put in place. That's the only weapon for now. The vaccine will come with its aim to be exhausted or to be fatigued with COVID, because COVID is not going to abate just because you are tired of it.
The federal government also said passengers who fail to comply with the COVID-19 protocol put in place to allow the safe reopening of Nigeria's airspace for international travels will be suspended from traveling for 6 months. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu had over the weekend said primary and secondary schools in the state will fully reopen from September 21st, 2020. Under the aegis of the Association of Nigerian Aviation Professionals and the National Air Transport Employees of Nigeria have protested against the planned concession of 4 international airports in the country. The workers who held the protest across the nation lamented that previous concessions by the federal government has not yielded any fruit, and handing over the 4 airports in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt and Kano to concessionaires would lead to great loss to the country and loss of jobs to the people.
We have 22 airports in Nigeria. 4 are viable. These 4 that are viable, most especially Lagos, what we generate there is what we use to pay the whole staff of the 22 airports. Now you want to think to concession those ones where the resources come. And you said fund remains. Please, gentlemen, where is the transparent hand of private getting their own money? And you know, one minister, when he came on board, he's
Omagwa, recently the safety and capacity. Ahead of the September 19 victor and no vanquished in the Governor Bello made the comment in his reaction, giving him a mandate for another party, PDP, in the Kogi governorship election. Musa, Kogi State Deputy Governor. Zonal Office of the EFCC in its charge not guilty, but after a 2-year count, while the vessel itself should be released to the owner.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM.
News here Today 95.1 FM. It's 12 minutes after 7. The River State government has signed a 496 kilometers pipeline contract.
The timely delivery of contracts.